Welcome to the October 2009 City Focus. On this edition, water system status, new garbage rates, council retreat follow-up, and back to school safety. These stories and more on City Focus.
We are all thankful for the recent rains, but we must be steadfast in our water conservation efforts. Shannon McIntyre has an update on the status of our utility system.
In late August, the Brazos River Authority directed cities that get their water from Lake Georgetown, including Round Rock, to implement mandatory water restrictions. When the water level in Lake Georgetown drops, the BRA pumps water from Stillhouse Hollow Lake into the reservoir. The Stillhouse Hollow pumps have been working at full capacity for over a year to replenish Lake Georgetown. With help from recent rains and cooling temperatures, water use in the city is down 30% since entering Stage 2 restrictions. That means that water levels in Lake Georgetown have been able to rebound slightly.
It's important that our citizens continue to conserve water. It's a precious resource. As this area continues to grow, we only have so much water in Lake Georgetown and Lake Stillhouse Hollow, and if we can be smart with our usage and water on the designated watering days, it will help make sure that we have the water we need to meet our public health and safety needs.
Even if the drought continues, the city has a plan in place that will ensure that our water supply in Round Rock is secure.
The Brazos River Authority controls the water in both Stillhouse Hollow and Georgetown lakes. They have two pumps there that are pumping full-time into Georgetown. We're pumping about 27 million gallons a day. So even if it doesn't rain, and as we head into the winter months, the city's demand will start to reduce. And if the demand in the city is less than what we're pumping into Lake Georgetown, we'll see the Lake Georgetown level start to rise. If the drought continues, the city, along with Brazos River Authority, has a plan to meet our needs for next summer. We have two pumps that we are getting built that will be constructed up at Lake Stillhouse Hollow, and they are planning to be in place for next summer. So if the drought continues, we will be able to pump more water into Lake Georgetown next summer, which will help meet our needs.
So while you enjoy the cooler temperatures and recent rains, please continue to be wise when using water. For more information on how you can conserve, visit roundrocktexas.gov/water conservation.
The City of Round Rock holds unclaimed property under $100 for things like uncashed utility refunds, payments for jury duty, or overpayments. To help you find money you might be owed, the city has created an unclaimed property search system. To get to the unclaimed property page, go to the Departments drop-down and select Finance, and then Unclaimed Property. Or you can surf directly to roundrocktexas.gov/unclaimed property. This page has information on the program as well as the forms to file if you're owed money. To see if there is any unclaimed property in you or your business's name, click the Unclaimed Property Listing link. Here you can look up listings alphabetically or search for your name. If you wish to see all listings, check out the full list. If you find your name in the system, you can click on the How to Claim Your Property link to go back to the main page and download a claim form for you or your business. When the form is complete, mail it to the City of Round Rock Finance Department at the address listed, and you'll be well on your way to claiming the money you are owed.
In citizen surveys, our residential garbage collection consistently receives top marks because of its great service and value. Christy Justice has details on the new garbage rates.
For over 25 years, the city has contracted with Round Rock Refuse to provide residential garbage service. The current contract has been in effect since 1990. The garbage contract has a base charge for service with adjustments added for the cost of fuel and space in the landfill as they are deemed necessary. This year, landfill costs have doubled, so that increase needs to be reflected in the garbage rate.
One of the benefits of having a long-term contract is it locks in a price for an extended period of time The bad part of that is when you get a new contract, prices have increased. And that's what we're experiencing right now. Our landfill costs are going to essentially double from what we've been paying in the past. And that's requiring us to adjust the rate to be able to cover those costs.
While the landfill costs have increased, the adjustment for diesel fuel has dropped this year, which will help offset some of the landfill increase. The bottom line is, after all necessary adjustments, the new rate for garbage collection is $13.95 per month, or $1.14 more than the previous rate. Currently, residents can add curbside recycling to their garbage collection service for $4 per month. The city is looking into providing curbside recycling to all its customers as part of the base bill. The plan is to make a recommendation to City Council in November.
We have been investigating this for about a year and a half. We did a pilot program about a year ago and came back with extremely favorable responses. Everybody wanted the program. The problem was that the recycle market really tanked at that time. That market has rebounded now, and people are buying those materials again. So we think it's a good time to bring this program back. And so we anticipate in November bringing a specific proposal to the council, and if they approve it, then recycling services would begin to be provided to everyone in the city in mid-spring.
Summer, the City Council spends 2 days on budget and long-range planning issues at its annual retreat. The budget discussion took center stage on day 1, while day 2 primarily focused on development quality.
The City Council engaged at length on how to best balance the fiscal 2010 budget while also positioning the city to fund future budgets as our revenue mix is in transition. A still slumping economy provided the backdrop for budget discussions. The proposed general fund budget cuts $2.1 million in expenses. On the revenue side, sales taxes, which make up 59% of our current budget, are forecast to continue to drop. To maintain our current levels of service to customers this year and in the future, the Council is implementing a plan to gradually reduce our emphasis on sales tax revenue and rely more on property tax revenues, which are more stable.
Dell has been a great corporate partner in the community for years, and we have been very reliant on them and the sales tax that they generate, but they're changing their business model now, and so we are receiving less and less sales tax each year as they go into these retail outlets across the state. And so that affects the revenue that the city is collecting, so we're having to plan for that now and look for that into the future. Now, with that being said, we're not just going to sit back and say, well, gosh, it was great to have them, so now we need to just think about the good old days. We are very actively in an economic development effort trying to replace that revenue that they've been generating. We're a very active partnership with the Chamber of Commerce, looking to diversify the economy into healthcare. The education sector is a wonderful opportunity.
For details on the budget, you can go to roundrocktexas.gov/budget and actually download a copy of the budget document, or even watch a video that provides more information about our long-term fiscal planning. Once the budget session wrapped up, the City Council turned its attention to development quality. It's an issue that's critical to Round Rock achieving its long-term vision to become the city of choice. City planners presented the Council with a series of slides showing different quality levels for aspects of development. In general, the Council consensus was that our minimum standards need to be raised.
We spent a great deal of time at the retreat as a council looking at different slides and trying to get a feel for what we wanted. Now, with that said, economic development being very important to us, we've still got to be a very friendly place to do business, and we also want to be the city of choice for people who want to start a business, who want to build a business. And so that means, we can't, the costs can't be too high, and it's got to be easy to get through the development process, and that's all a very important goal of the cities.
Attention cyclists, it's time to saddle up for the Outlaw Trail 100 cycling tour in Round Rock on October 17th.
More than 900 cyclists will select from 6 looped courses, ranging from 10 miles to 100 miles on county roads in historic Williamson County. The Outlaw Trail 100 is not a competitive race. Instead, it provides an opportunity for cyclists to focus on a beautiful ride with the assurance of course support and rest stops along the way. Participants receive a Bicycle Sports Shop water bottle, long sleeve t-shirt, and other goodies, as well as admission to a pasta dinner at Packet Pickup on Friday the 16th. The earlier you register, the more money you save. Saddle up for a great ride. Visit outlawtrail100.com to sign up today, and we'll see you on October 17th.
Last session, the Texas legislature passed a bill prohibiting the use of cell phones in active school zones. Officer Sandy Wright has the details.
Keeping our children safe on the way to and from school is a top priority, so be aware of the new cell phone rules and obey signage in a school zone. You should now see signs in school zones in Round Rock alerting you not only to the speed limit, but to the ban on cell phones as well. Use of a cell phone without a hands-free kit is now forbidden in active school zones. The penalty for use of a cell phone without a hands-free kit while driving is $200. Drivers should always remember to be alert and drive slowly when children are around. Do yourself and our little ones a favor and put down the cell phone while in an active school zone to avoid a large fine or an even bigger disaster.
This program brought to you with support from the Round Rock Leader. Visit us on the web at rrleader.com.